One of the most obvious differences with a mirrorless camera, especially a Fuji camera, the ones we're raving about, the battery life. Yes, it's not the same as your DSLR battery life. My D600, D700, they would go on forever. I would top them up, full fresh charge before every job, but sometimes there was just no need. Of course you do it, but you've got no chance of that with the Fujis. For a long day's event, for example, maybe a nice quick photo shoot, no problem at all. You're going to get about 300-400 shots out. I always use high performance mode, don't review, don't chimp too much. So you've got to go armed with spare batteries. I just wanted to show you which batteries I'm using after a whole load of research, and this is mainly for the UK market, because I know that in other markets there are brands like Wasabi, things like that, that are supposed to be amazing, but they're not so easy to get hold of here. And there are other brands, so you don't have to worry. So I'm just going to cut to the chase and explain and show which batteries I've had just arrived, which are the ones I've been using on the X Pro 1, the XT1, and that I'll be using with the XT10. Of course, I'm using the official batteries, one of my spares there. I wanted to show you my favourite non-Fuji battery, just so you've got another recommendation out there. And actually, I'm going to give you a couple of links at the bottom on Amazon so you can check them out. So the ones I've been using for a while are these X Pro White Series batteries. I got myself 3 this time because bizarrely one of my other batteries, which I was trying to find out the model of, that's decided to fail. Now, it hadn't been charged for a few months, but it just will not charge up. It's got a tiny bit of charge, but it just won't go anywhere. It's not a problem because I've got a whole load of other batteries, but it pushed me into getting a 3rd spare battery. Of course, you can get the black versions of these, and I would recommend those too. These apparently will give you a little bit more power. Now, I haven't done any scientific checks on the power, etc., but I've used them since the X Pro 1 came out, and I've not had a problem at all. They've held the charge. The official battery will look like that, and the battery that I'm basically recommending is just a battery. There's nothing really to report. There's no unboxing, although it does have a little piece of paperwork in here. It's just a battery. It's literally what you see. Now, make sure you get it from a reliable source. As I say, I get mine on Amazon or from X Pro Direct. Let me tell you what the prices are like. I got the last 3 for £9.27 each, £27.81. Decent, good price. Prior to that, I bought one of the first. That's what I wanted to show you. Dual charger. It has the plates which you can change to get the other Fuji batteries in there. Your typical plug-in affair, but 2 at once. It has coloured LEDs, a red and blue, to let you know when it's charging and when it's finished. Now there are more intelligent versions of these out there, so you might invest in that instead just to see what's what with the battery, but that worked a treat. I also have a USB charger. Now, it's not very fast, but to get it topped up on the road out of a battery pack, that's a great idea, which I really like. So I got the charger a couple of years ago, well, 3 years ago almost, for £12.97. Looks like I got another X Pro battery, a black one, which is in one of the bodies, for £8.97. My USB charger, so you know, £6.97. Nice and cheap, dead small. Let me give you another tip. There was another brand that was recommended to me, and I've got it here on Amazon. Maxime Photo. A friend, a colleague, a professional photographer, he bought these and he's had no problem with them at all, and I trust him. Clive Blair, you've been mentioned. Don't forget, £5 for the mention, or 10% for any work that you receive. So this is Maxime Photo. They're coming out at 4 batteries for £27.99. Didn't see that offer when I was shopping around. Claiming a higher rating, 1310, whereas the ones I'm using, 1260, the same as the original ones. And there's another brand that I had been looking at and reading the reviews about, but I haven't tried, so I'm not sure. Chili Power. Now, a Chili Power battery, £7.99 in the UK. It's got a whole bunch of reviews on Amazon, seem to be positive. Again, a battery is a battery. If it's well made, if it's guaranteed, then, you know, it'll do the job. It shouldn't be any worse, shouldn't be necessarily any better. Does the job at a cut price. The original Fujifilm MPW126 battery is currently $39.47 on Amazon, down from almost £60, so £8, £9, £10 compared to nearly £40. It's a no-brainer. Check out the X Pros. Let me know below if you found anything that you think is better. If you've seen any tests, share it with us, because us Fuji owners need to stick together, and we also need more battery power.